Hey everyone, it's Leanne. Welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. I thought it would be fun today to do a paint with me. So I haven't done a lot of these videos, but I've been prepping for Inktober. And so I'm finding a new page in my sketchbook here, and I have sketched out my coffee mug. So I'm using some doodle wash prompts for inspiration to get me ready for Inktober at this point. So Doodle Wash is an account on Instagram, and they post daily prompts and they post them by the month. So you have a month in advance to see what's coming up. And especially during, I guess, lockdown or isolation, it's been really hard to find inspiration for things to draw. I like to draw things from my daily day, just kind of a reminder, a journal of what happens each day. And now I find I don't leave the house very much. I'm working from home, which is lovely, but I don't see a lot of different things. I don't have a lot of different experiences like I would if I was going to the office and walking around downtown during lunch, those kinds of things, going out after work. So I found these prompts have really helped me during this time, and art has really helped me during this time. I've kind of discovered this new passion for painting that I think I kind of lost touch with for a while, and it's kind of been my sanity. It's been my therapy. It's been really amazing just having this outlet, even though I don't know what to paint. Just being able to paint and put ink and pigment down on paper has been so crazy therapeutic during this time. I don't know if anyone else has maybe experienced that. I've seen some artists talk about this on Instagram, and it's been a godsend really having this outlet. So I wanted to get ready for the Inktober challenge, which is a painting a day for 31 days for the month of October. And I attempted this once before early in my career, I guess my artist career, or my artist journey, I should say. And because I was so new at sketching and drawing, I tried to do Inktober, and my sketches were very specific. I always felt a lot of pressure to do it perfect. I wanted to post each day. I wanted to be accountable for my art, but I also wanted it to look good, or a level that I was satisfied with. And because I was so new at drawing, it was more intimidating to approach it. It took longer to think things out, to figure out the line work that I wanted to lay down. And so I kind of didn't stick with it very long. I think I only got about 4 or 5 days in, and because it took me so long to do each drawing, and I was doing them just with pen and ink back in that time that I was doing it, I found it way too much of a challenge. So now that I've got a couple years under my belt, I wanted to do some painting, and so I purchased a sketchbook when I went away in the summer. At the art store, I purchased a little pocket sketchbook. It's 3x5, so it's super small and not as intimidating. And I wanted my paintings every day to just be quick. I didn't want to put a lot of thought into them. I just wanted the practice and the regimen of doing it each day. And so now today is Halloween. It's the day I'm recording this is October 31st. And so I am on my last day of Inktober, and I'm so proud to say I've done every single painting so far. I have one more to go, one more tonight that I'll do. So this painting here, this coffee mug, is one that was part of my prep leading up to Inktober. I started in August, I think, is when I really picked back up painting. I wasn't doing it every day, and I didn't do it every day in September, but I did pick a few prompts here and there every couple nights or so when I felt motivated to paint after work. And I really like the way this painting turned out. I love this mug. This is a Starbucks mug that I got a while ago, and so I use it every fall. I only use it in the fall, and then I put it away and bring out my winter and Christmas mugs after Halloween. But this is what made me happy. In the morning, I saw the prompt, and I thought, you know what makes me happy? I'm making my coffee, and my coffee makes me happy, and I love this mug, and it makes me happy too, so that's what I sketched. And I really am so excited with the way this turned out. I think I just love the fall colors. I've really enjoyed fall this year. It is my favorite season, but it always seems to go really quickly. And it feels like it's stuck around a little bit longer this year than in past years. I don't know if wherever you live, if you're experiencing fall right now, and if you found the same thing. I love the colors. I love the oranges and the yellows and all those warm, intense colors. And then coupled with the green here, I just think it's just a nice color palette, and it's so different than something I typically would use as a color palette in my drawings. So I had a lot of fun sketching this and painting this, and I was excited the way it turned out, and so I thought it would be a fun paint with me video. So now for back to Inktober, if you want to check out any of the Inktober paintings that I've done, I've been posting them daily on Instagram. So that's where I post all of my artwork that I do. And so you can see all of the paintings there. Or if you want to watch a sketchbook tour, when I'm done, I'm going to do a flip through of my Inktober sketchbook and talk about some of the paintings that I've done. So if you sign up to the channel, if you're not subscribed already, then you can catch that video coming out shortly. I'm really excited to be done my book and have every day of October painted. I just can't believe I've made it. I'm so excited. It seems like a small but big accomplishment. And I've learned a lot. So I'm not gonna talk about this on this video. I'll talk about that maybe in my sketchbook tour, but just the way that Inktober has improved my art, where I've seen it improve, what I've seen beneficial out of it and what I haven't. And yeah, just my overall thoughts on it. I honestly was kind of on the fence about Inktober this year. There's been a lot of drama around Inktober itself. I'm not sure if you know about that, but I won't go into it too far. But Inktober is created by an individual who came up with the hashtag and wanted to share the love of art and drawing with everybody and have everybody kind of participate at like a community event. And all you do is there's a list of prompts and you just draw every day in October. That's the only goal, is to use some sort of ink or pen and draw. And so there was a book coming out that this person had published or was planning to publish this year around Inktober. And there was an accusation of plagiarism from another artist who felt that their book was copied. And so there was a lot of negativity around it in September leading up to October. And I was really on the fence about doing it because I really had been planning to give it a shot this year and really try to accomplish those 31 days. There's also other prompts on Instagram. I see this, or I'm on Instagram, that's where I post my art. So I see a lot of the Inktober related stuff over there. A lot of other artists create other prompts as well. There's Peachtober and Birdtober and Washtober, and there's a lot of fun ones. There's Doodle Wash as well. There's a lot of fun accounts and prompt lists to follow. I had thought about maybe just kind of cherry picking between these few that I found. But at the end of it, I just did them all the Inktober. I decided to put the drama aside and the negativity and really not let that affect my art journey here. I just wanted to use Inktober as a tool to help me improve and just enjoy the process and not think about any of the other stuff going on around it. And I think that was the best solution for me. And I'm really proud that I did this. I'm so excited. I'm really excited to share my sketchbook tour next as well, because it's funny, I look back on it and there's some nights where I painted my ink my Inktober prompt, and I would think, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I can't believe I'm doing this and I can't believe I did this. And then I would look at it the next morning and go, wow, that actually doesn't look too bad. I see where I made improvements in this area, or maybe I could have made this better, and it's all that progress and that growth. And so I don't know, it's been pretty interesting as a journey. So this painting helped gear me up, and a few paintings I did in September helped gear me up for that. So I just thought it'd be fun to show the process of my painting here and kind of talk about that while we watch this video. And so I think now that I've done all these watercolors for 31 days, going forward, I want to get into some acrylic wash, and that's kind of new for me. That's a new medium, so I'm looking forward to just doing a few paintings with acrylic wash. I thought about doing Gouache-vember, which is a November prompt, and then I was like, nope. I think I'm burning myself out on the everyday thing, and I'm really excited for it to be done, but I'm also excited for the accomplishment. So it's kind of bittersweet, I guess, that we're at the end. I think tomorrow night I'm not going to know what to do with myself because I'm used to coming home and having to paint, and that kind of being my evening. It takes me usually an hour and a half to 3 hours, somewhere in there, to finish a painting, depending on how detailed it is and how much effort I have to put into it or I feel I need to put into it. With this painting here, this is I think it's approximately 5x7 size, I believe, this book that I'm painting in. So this has a bit more space to create something bigger, and I can add a bit more detail. So these paintings usually take a little bit longer. with the sketchbook I'm using for Inktober. It's just 3x5, and it's funny when you look at the shots on Instagram from this sketchbook on screen compared to my Inktober sketchbook that's smaller. They look the same size. The paintings don't seem to lose any detail even though they're smaller, and I have enjoyed that format, so I might try to find another sketchbook around that 3.5 or 3x5 mark. And it's been nice to just kind of throw in my bag and take with me as well. It's very portable, so it's less intimidating, that smaller size. It's been pretty nice. With this process, I usually lay down my ink last. I do my outlines as supporting lines around the watercolor that's already laid down. For Inktober, what I've been doing is putting the line work down first, just because it's Inktober and it's ink related, or it's supposed to be. I've been doing my sketches first and then just adding a wash of color here and there to support the line work that's already laid down, which is a bit of a different process for me. It makes the art look slightly different. I'm not sure I like that format. I like putting the watercolor down first, but I find that it's an easier process to lay the supporting lines down first, if that makes sense. Just because when you draw the outlines in the ink, you already know what the painting's almost going to look like. You just have to add some form and shading with your different tones and colors. And so it seems like an easier process, or at least for me. So I didn't want anything too intimidating going into Inktober. So it's worked pretty good, but I will go back to this style here, like in this video, when I'm done, where I put down my watercolor first, and then I put my line work over top. I have found that my pencil marks have been getting a lot more confident in my sketches during Inktober, which is really nice, and proportions too, which has been a bit of a challenge for me. It's kind of one of those weird things where everything will generally be good, and then I'll have this one drawing that's just kind of out there, and it's like, oh, this is very impressionistic. So it's been beneficial overall, and it's been fun. I have my Posca pen, so if you watch my last video, you would hear about my new, we're just testing out white mediums, and so I've been using the Posca pen a lot to do highlights. I do have acrylic wash too, which works better. It gives like a more opaque white, but I've been finding the Posca pens are super handy because they're easy. You just shake them up a bit and mix up the ink inside, and then just, it's a pen. You just sketch on where you want to add those highlights and details super quick. So you don't have to draw out a paintbrush and put some paint down on a palette and, you know, get the right consistency with water and get it all prepped up to put down just little highlights. These pens are awesome. They're so cool. I would actually like to try some different colors and do art with Posca pens also, just purely with Posca pens. Something I'm kind of considering. I feel like that would maybe be a little bit like using acrylic wash as well. So that may be something I try in the future. I think the watercolor is my one main thing. It's my core art style and my core art medium that I use. I think I'll always use watercolor first. So there's a look at the finished art. I thought this turned out so well. I've been trying to do dark backgrounds lately too, and I've been having fun with that. Just instead of using all light colors, maybe a little bit of dark colors. It's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun paint with me video and our little chat about Inktober and our art challenges during this challenging time for sure. Let me know how you've been doing with your art in the comments below, and how you've been coping during this time, this COVID and lockdown and everything. I hope you all are staying safe, and I will see you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe so you see when that happens. If you hit the bell, you'll get a notification. And until next time, take care.